Olduğunca olduran, gönüllerimizi iman nuruyla dolduran Yüce Allah'ın 99 adıyla.
Merhaba kardeşler, ben Haris.
Ben Akif ve Reaction Chamber'dan hoş geldiniz.
And welcome to another video of Reaction Chamber. Today we are going to give reaction on deep history of Turks. Who are Turks? Where did they come from? And the struggles of Turk nation to make its mark in the history of the world.
Yeah, let's see where did they come from, what is the past of Turks, the starting of Turk. So let's start. It's like the war, yeah, the war for Gokturk.
Within the heart of a vast continent, there is a crucible, a forge which has shaped the history that was, and the history that will be written. It is a place where men and women were thrust into conflict, not because of choice, but because of necessity. In the Dark Ages, strife was perpetual within this unforgiving crucible, called Central Asia. A sublime landscape of steppes, jagged mountains, and ashen horizons, its children have become legends, admired, emulated. They have ventured forth from their birthplace, preserving their language and culture, crafting a legacy of not one, but numerous empires. These brave and unruly children, the Turks, were not always west of the Caspian or east of the Yangtze. They were underdogs, a minority of blacksmiths, shepherds, and craftsmen, outnumbered and eclipsed by powerful neighbors. In the middle of the 6th century, scattered by their many enemies and vassalized by the Avars, Turks were assumed to be of no consequence, until two adventurous brothers made it their quest to unify the clans and liberate their people forever. They would create the first state with the word Turk in its very name and ensure that it would not be the last. These internet exclusives will detail the story and production of the first Gokturk, the initial feature film of director Alper Caglar's much-anticipated Gokturk trilogy. It is the tale of Gumen and Istemi, two brothers whose exploits would create a series of monumental events that would indirectly shape the history of humanity. 1.5 millennia after their founding, Gokturks and their legacies remain in the hearts and minds of Turkic people and beyond. A meritocratic people who cherished timeless ideals far beyond their time, Gokturks would foster the exchange of cultures, secure safe transit for the entirety of the Silk Road, and give unity to the disparate and squabbling peoples of the steppe. They would create an army nation responsible for staggering military achievements and innovations that would change how battles were fought for centuries to come. The Gokturk trilogy represents a passion project for the director and his crew. Within this first of a series of internet exclusives, we will reach out and inform our most precious allies, the fans. These videos will tell of the concept design process and pre-production voyage of the films. It will showcase the strategic and creative aims of the project itself, introduce the crucial aspects of the mythic storytelling that will be present in the trilogy from the first scene to the last. Welcome to the Gokturk age.
There is a wolf made on a flag. So, can you please explain us that which empire's flag was it?
Historians have always illustrated the arrival of the Turks by climactic events like the Battle of Malazgirt and the conquest of Istanbul, moments that changed the course of Western history. However, as they emphasized these medieval moments, Western historians created a fog of indifference on an even more significant history that reached back millennia. This culture did not begin in Anatolia or the Middle East. They were born 4,000 kilometers to the east, in the Altai Mountains. Their many clans journeyed outwards in Asia towards all directions. Today, you can find Turkic peoples from the coasts of the Pacific to the Balkans and beyond.
there was Sultan Alp
This
Arslan, then his son
ethno-linguistic
Sultan Malik
identity
Shah.
goes back to the ancient confederations of the Huns and the Saka.
Attila Flagellum
Because
Day
their ascent is so
was he?
dramatic and so far-reaching in
Asina
consequence,
Noble.
the Gokturks have always represented a watershed moment in the history of Turks worldwide.
Alright.
Our passion is to show to the world that they are the progenitors of a history broader than the Ottoman and Seljuk Turks.
1071 was the year of
Alper
Sultan Alp
Caglar
Arslan.
lovingly views the Gokturks as extraordinary outliers. They are the ultimate underdogs with outsized
No,
dreams,
it was the year at
an
which
epic
he,
blend of history
conquered
and
it.
cultural myth. For the director, they are a pure, untainted idea.
Alright.
The possibility of an empire so remarkable that as it exists on the edges of Western history, it forms the
That's
bedrock
like,
of the Eastern one.
Turkish history have always
That
marked
first
itself in
generation of
Western
steppe
history.
adventurers
Because
must have wondered
all the
where the
Western
end
countries
is,
were in that
not the
places
ending
where
or taking
Turks
of
are
life,
today. They
but how their
conquered
story
actually the
would be
places from them.
remembered.
Oh, what is that?
What was that feeling within them, giving them realization that they were in immortal service to their people,
Changing the masks.
to be remembered and loved 1,500 years into the future? Too many historians and storytellers view the Dark Ages as the rush of the barbarians, the thrill
Barbarians.
predator hordes had when they
Can you
found
please tell
weaker
us
prey.
why,
But the
Western
irony
people and
is,
Russians
Gokturks
used to
were
use the word
considered the
barbarians
prey.
for Turks.
They
Because
were
have
the
not
dark
done this
horses,
type of thing.
the long shots, the slim chances. How did Bumin, Istemi,
Bumin,
and their
Istemi.
fellowship know that their hope was not a lost cause?
Who was booming and
Did they
Ishtem.
ever consider they would become legends? They must have, for theirs was an old
Yeah,
idea
maybe she have,
made
like,
new,
one war or
an
something
idea
like that.
made immortal. That idea is the foundation on which the story of the first Gokturk rests:
Alright.
liberty.
Liberty. Hurriyat. Alright, so like showing that they have got freedom from a lot of things. Actually, Turks were at the start very much separated
Join us
from
next
each other
time in
and
part
like
2 when we
slaves.
explore world design within the story and reveal a revolutionary way that you can support the films.
Alright, so and we need to do all these things. Gokturk, biology. Alright. So like we have seen not very much brief video but just introductory video that from where Turk came from, that continent in which Turks are today. Turks used to live separately from each other. Then a lot of people came by thinking that Turks should get united. Then they started fighting. The main reason and the main year was 1071 Sultan Alp Arslan, who did amazing job for Turks, and then going on and on and on. So like there was a lot of wars that Turk have fought to get the freedom. And I have only one question, that why the wolf has been like so much idealized in Turks, and the flag was also showing that there was wolf drawn on that flag. So can you please explain us to that in comment section? Hit the like button if you have liked the video, comment down below the links of other videos you want us to give reaction on, and subscribe the channel and hit the notification button so that you will be notified about the all new uploaded videos on our channel. We will meet you in the next video. Till that day, thank you. Allah Hafiz.